Our investment, January and February investment, has lost some dollars. You can see the market has gone down and we have lost a few dollars in the market. And this is the investment challenge that we started in January 2026. We are going through to December 2026. You're going to be investing at the end of every month. We're investing at 10,000 Kenya shillings. That's roughly $78 each month in the global markets or the offshore markets, okay? And this is how our investment is doing so far. And today this video is dedicated into looking at what we invested for this month or what you're investing in for the month of March. I know this video should be shown in April, but this is the March investment. We are investing at the end of every month, okay? And if you caught the Nairobi Securities Exchange video earlier this week, you already know the drill because you're investing in both of the markets. We are doing 10,000 Kenya shillings in Nairobi Securities Exchange and 10,000 Kenya shillings in the offshore markets, okay? Where the NSE has been taking a hit, the offshore markets have been even wilder because we are experiencing more dip in the offshore markets than the local markets. And I'm going to be painting a picture here before we go to this month investment. So the broader global market, especially the large market cap technology and growth stocks, have been under serious pressure these past few weeks. We are seeing the fallout from the escalating Middle East situation, the Iran conflict. So the oil prices have shot higher, reigniting inflation fears, and as a result, the Fed cannot do any rate cuts anymore. So the inflation will basically push the Fed to pump the brakes on the cuts. And the traders are basically wiped out expectations for any meaningful cut this year. So higher oil prices means higher cost across the board, and that hits growth stocks hardest, okay? So looking at the large market cap companies, names like Amazon, Meta, Nvidia, many of them dropped 2 to 4% in a single session recently, while energy stocks actually rallied. So the S&P 500 has given back almost all its 2026 gains so far. And the Nasdaq has been in the correction territory, and this is a classic war premium volatility. Fear drives the sell-off, but for disciplined long-term investors like us, it creates the exact entry point we love when it comes to investing in stocks. So let's quickly check how our offshore DCA, that is dollar cost averaging, is performing so far. So in January, we bought VOOG, that is Vanguard S&P 500 Growth ETF with 10,000. Right now, we are down a bit with the broader growth sell-off, but we are still early in the year, so we are not panicking. And if anything, we already know that VOOG is strong, so there's no need to panic, okay? And in case the market continue going down, we add into this as well. So in February, we invested in Google with another 10,000 Kenya shillings, and the current price is sitting around $287. We are tracking the position through this volatility. And in case, again, the market continue going down, we continue adding into this. So in March, it's time for our next 10,000 Kenya shillings in the offshore market buy. And this month, we are going in Tesla. So before we go in, if you have an interest in investing and making money work for you, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button and become part of this community. I get motivated a lot to release more when I see the numbers growing, okay? And if you want to be part of this challenge, you can also join us. I'm going to leave the link of the WhatsApp group, the offshore WhatsApp group, in the pinned comment. Make sure that you get an account with a Scope Market so that when you get into the group, is starting the investment journey. So for those who are interested to get an account with Scope Market, that is what I use to invest in the offshore markets, and these are fractional shares. I actually get dividends, just that it is very tiny because of the 30% taxation, okay? But these are real shares that you're investing in, and they are fractional shares. All right, so you can invest through Scope Market. You can deposit money through M-Pesa or a bank account. The interest rate that they use for exchange from Kenya shillings to dollars is the current rate. It's the current exchange rate, so there is no additional fees in that particular platform. So it's a So it's a good one. You can try it out and see how that is going to take you. Now, as of the end of March 2026, Tesla is trading right around $372 per share. With our 10,000 Kenya shillings converted to dollars, we are going to be picking up a fraction of the share at these levels. So this, if you are interested in the NSE, you can also check that video out. It's already posted in my channel or here in this channel. So we are going to be tracking this side by side so that you can see the real result and see which market actually performs better. If your pocket allows, you can do more than what you're putting in, and if you also want to maybe start lower, you can also do that as well. But if you want to, you have a lump sum as well, you can also invest a lump sum. But this dollar cost averaging is very powerful, especially for people who do not have lump sum to invest at a go, and it outperforms lump sum investing in volatile markets like what you're having right now. But if you have money right now and you want to invest in the stock market at once, just make sure that you're diversifying or putting your money into ETFs as well, so that you don't over concentrate your money in a single stock. And for this, for the difference between now the lump sum and DCA, I'm going to give an example. So if someone invested 12,000 USD in S&P 500 ETF in 2025, that is, they invested in January 2025, the investment would have gone up 14%. But for someone who DCA'd the whole year, that is the whole of 2025, the investment would be up 10.38%. So the lump sum is good, but the DCA is not bad, considering that you invested small amounts throughout the year, plus the last investment only did 1 month. So if you do not have the whole amount at the beginning of the year, then you can DCA until the year ends, and then you're going to still get a very decent return if the markets do well. But if you have the lump sum, you can also invest in the lump sum, but make sure that you're also diversifying, because for someone who invested lump sum, they got a higher return, because you already have that money, and if you're willing to take the risk of investing in the stock market, then you can go all in at the beginning. That being said, let us go back to our today's investment. Why Tesla right now? So Tesla isn't just an EV company anymore. It's the clear leader in autonomous driving, robotics, and also AI-powered energy solutions. So the stock has seen some healthy pullback amid the war-driven volatility, but the business fundamentals keep getting stronger. We are buying a high conviction name at a more attractive valuation than it has traded for years during a period when fear is dominating headlines. But this is exactly the environment long-term DCA or dollar cost averaging investors wait for. The market does not move in a straight line, and right now the global sell-off is giving us a cheaper prices on the elite companies. So in fact, during the volatile markets, DCA do better than the lump sum, as we had mentioned. And I'm going to give an example of VOO during COVID. Here is how the investment looked like, and you can see the DCA wins in this case. So what you need to do is choose a comfortable amount, and then you DCA at the end of every month, or whatever time frame you prefer, maybe weekly, or you can do monthly, or whatever. You can choose what works well for you. And if you have a lump sum and you're willing to put all that money in the stock market, you can still invest, and then you make sure that you're also doing DCA, especially if you're earning an income at the end of every month. So this will allow you to get the stocks at different prices, because when the markets are volatile, you are able to get stocks at cheaper prices than you would get if you're just doing one single investment. Okay, and now to our investments. So we will open our trading platform. This is the MetaTrader 5, and as you can see here, our stock is already added to the watch list. If you have not added it, make sure that you add it first. So then we are going to right click on it, and then we are going to click on new order. Then we are going to change the volume here, and we get this by dividing the amount of money that we want to invest with the stock price. I did that and I got 0.22. So I key it in here, and then I'm going to click on buy by market. You can see the transaction is instant and the stock appears under the list of my stocks. So that is how to invest in the offshore market, and you can see using scope market is very easy to do this. It doesn't take you a lot of time to do this, and you can do this on your own. And you can comment Tesla if you're buying or you're watching Tesla with us this month, or tell me what global stocks or ETF you adding into your portfolio. Let's learn from each other and make sure that you're doing your research before investing in these stocks. And I'm just educating you on how to do these things, but make sure that you understand the risk of investing in the stock market as well as the stock that you're investing in. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in seeing our investment in the Nairobi Securities Exchange, I'm going to leave that video right here so that you can check it out and see whether it's something that you'd be interested in investing. So I'll leave the link in the pinned comment so that you can sign up to Scope Market and start your investment journey right away. There is a lot of potential in the stock market, so it's time we start taking advantage. Thank you so much for watching. Happy investing. See you in our next video. Bye.